Before coming in this paragraph, he just wanted to get this series started.
Yes.
And, this is my thought process. This is all from scriptures. I'm not using anybody's opinions or anything. This is all from the scriptures, put into a way so that we can see how we can walk through and understand each and every topic here, Maya, Jeev, Brahma, and then see how we can connect with it. And at the end, results in Advaita. It's all Advaita, but our perception is in Dvaita right now. We got to figure out how to get to that Advaita, from Dvaita to Advaita. It's a path walking to that, and we're walking to the scriptures. Okay?
So Dvaita and Advaita, can you clarify?
Dvaita is where there's a duality. You see the difference, right? I am separate from everybody else. Advaita is when I'm one with the whole existence, and every being in here I see as one. And I feel that I'm everywhere. And the existence is the same. And the Brahman, the Lord, what we come here for, and we are one with that.
But why you started off with saying that we want to go towards Advaita?
Yeah, because right now our existence is duality.
Right. Why do we want to go towards Advaita?
Because the real peace is Advaita. Because that's how the system is. If you are in duality, then you're outside of the system. Meaning you feel like I'm separate, whereas the whole system is one. And I don't have that feeling of oneness. So then I feel like I'm separate. I'm suffering. And if I see suffering all over. But when I connect and become one, now I'm at peace. And now I can see that I can make everybody at peace also.
Just a small question. When you feel this Advaita, can this be consistently, or you can toggle between being one with them and then...
Yeah, that's the way what we do here, right? If you achieve that goal with bhakti, you can live the way we are living, and yet be one with the Lord. This is how the saints and realized people live in this world. Otherwise, how would they give us the message that we need to? Right? They come here, they talk to us, give a discourse, they show how to do it, and yet we are one with the existence.
So there is no regression in that case. It's always one way.
Once you get there, you achieved it, right? Now the only way you can come out is you start doing what you're supposed to not do, right? You start partying again, getting more with Maya again. You see that, oh yeah, there is more happiness in Maya. Then you start regressing back. And that can happen. So you have to maintain that. You cannot just, okay, I'm reached, so I'm done, I don't have to worry about it. It's a process that you have to maintain. So the images that I've taken in here are AI generated. Some of them are from public domain online. And the audio is all public domain. People have put down their chanting audio, and I've just taken pieces out. Every verse has an audio, so that it's very clear for everyone who's listening that this is what the verse is, this is the meaning, and then we'll talk about it and see how 1, 2, 3, 4 steps we take and get to that point. If you see, we believe in different. Every person has a belief, and they're connected with something. In here we have a Sanatan temple. Where we have Lord Krishna, Lord Rama.
Bluetooth pairing.
Right? All these differences that we see, and everyone is connected to one particular, and they come here for that. If you take away Ramchandraji's Murti out of here, people who follow Ramchandraji, they'll walk out. They won't come because they don't see any connection here. Right? That's what we call Sampradaya. Sampradaya is one that has a belief system, or they follow certain things, right? And a Sampradaya is formed on the basis of how you explain Brahma, Jeev, Maya, and what is the connection there, and how you can achieve Advaita. That is how the Sampradaya is differentiated from one to another. So look at it. What are the Sampradayas? So Advaita, Shankaracharya is following. So Shankaracharya is following is pure Advaita. Then you have Vallabhacharya is following, which is Shuddha Advaita. You have Ramanujacharya is following, which is Shuddha Advaita. Madhvacharya is Dvaita. Why are these differences? Because the way they see Brahma Jiva Maya, the way they experience it, that's how they tell everybody else. Can is it better? Okay. So that's how the sampradayas are differentiated. That's how they are formed. And the scriptures are talking about Brahma Jiva Maya, how we perceive it, and how we define it, how we connect it. That's how we follow. That's why I go to Lord Krishna temple, I go to Ramchandri's temple, I go to Venkateshwara temple. Brahman is one. There's one God. But now our connections are different because the way we define it. So that's what the Tattva is. So every sampradaya at its core is a Tattva. If you don't know the Tattva as to how they define Brahma Jiva Maya, how they define Brahma Jiva Maya, and how they see the connection, you have come for a particular reason, but you might be lost because you cannot find that what I'm looking for is not here. Because you don't see the connection that you're looking for. Then you have to go search into another sampradaya, or somebody else is following, and then find a way to connect again. So Tattva is at the core of every sampradaya. Like Swaminarayan Sampradaya, then you have your own Tattva. Ramanandi Sampradaya, Tattva. Jainism, their Tattva. Buddhism, their Tattva. These are the differences, all based on these three elements. How they define it, how they see the connection. And that's what changes everything. Depending on the Tattva Gnana, the sadhana is designed so that you can see, experience these three elements, see the Advaita, get to that peace that we're looking for. So sadhana is designed based on the Tattva Gnana. And based on that comes the do's and don'ts. So what my do's and don'ts may not apply to yours because you're following something else. So your viewpoint is different. So that's why we see differences all over. And end of the day, depending on all this, moksha is defined. Everybody defines moksha in their own way. Why? Because they define the three elements in there. So after all this, we're all looking for moksha. But everybody's moksha definition, experience is different. It's not like that I can go anywhere and I'll end up in the same spot. It doesn't happen. That's why every acharya is trying to come up with, this is what the scriptures are trying to tell us. You're not experiencing what fullest of the existence. So then they come up with a different way of defining it. And that's why this is very important. The whole presentation will walk through this. We first do the Tattva Gnan. We want to touch the do's and don'ts. We'll see what the sadhana is. Common sadhana, essentially everybody can do it. And the common goal of moksha, that is what we get there. So every slide that I've made here is talking about something. You look at the slide, and you'll see that the three tattvas are there. On this slide, you have Brahma, Jiva, and Maya all around. They're all connected. This is in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 12. So Bhagavad Gita has been spoken for Arjuna in the battlefield. He's trying to walk away, giving his own reasons that I don't want to fight. And Lord Krishna is trying to explain him and see, for him to see the right way of fighting and yet not be affected by it. So what he's saying here is you, I, and all the kings that you see, and where they are existing was there before, it is here today, it will be there in the future. This system will be there forever. Brahma Jiva Maya will be there forever. You think I'm going to kill somebody, that means they won't exist. That is not the case. They were there before, they're here, they'll be in the future. I was there, you were there, all the kings were there also. So Brahma Jiva Maya was always there. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan, Sri Krishna represents the Brahma. Arjun represents all the liberated souls. All the other kings, Janadipa, represents all the other bound souls, conditioned souls. And where they exist is the Maya. That's what first slide is. So, question is, what is Brahma? Out of these three, we have Brahma, Jiva, Maya. So, the question will be, what is Brahma? Or who is Brahma? That might be another question. Because the way you define Brahma, Jiva, Maya, it could be a what, or it could be a who. It could be impersonalized, or it could be personalized. Depends on how you define it and you view it. And there's a following up. And they strongly believe, which is fine. Everybody has their own freedom to follow whatever they want to follow because that's what gives them the peace. Second question is, who is Jiva? Or what is Jiva? What is Maya? Everything that we see around here, in essence, it's all Maya. It's a sub-Maya that we have. So what is Maya? Is this Maya? What we see? Where is Maya? We have to understand what is Maya. Where is this Maya influencing me? Does it really exist? Or is it just a made-up thing? We got to figure out from the scriptures, from Bhagavan Krishna and other rishis. All our knowledge is based, and all the sampradayas are separated, or their viewpoints are based on Prasthantraya. The three basic foundational scriptures for Sanatana Dharma, which is Brahma Sutra, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and all the Upanishads. So anybody who wants to start this sampradaya, they have to define Brahma Jiva Maya based on these three teachings. If you're outside of that, then this is all made up. You're not following a Vedic tradition. That is our Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma. So that's the question, what is Maya? And what is Advaita? How all these three are connected? And how do I get a personal experience of all these three and see an Advaita? And I'm at peace. Where do I start? How do I start? That's the question. Everybody's lost. All the kids are lost. They're asking their parents. They're also searching. Everybody's seeking. Find something that you think I can connect with and walk with it. If you're a true seeker, you'll walk all the way to the end and find out where it leads. It is possible it might be a dead end. But at least you found that this is a dead end, right? So this is where we end up. A maze. You got to figure out how to get out of this maze. You got to find that path that I get on it and I can walk all the way and reach up there. And now I can say with my personal experience that yes, Brahma is what the scriptures are saying. Lord Krishna is Brahma. I can say that for myself. I'm not taking anybody else's word. I've seen who I am. I'm that soul. It's not just a word or somebody's concept. It is my personal experience that I am that soul that has become conditioned for whatever reason. And Maya. How it is influencing me. How I can cut through Maya and get there. It's all confusing. Right? Pretty much all the seekers, all the young kids, not even the adults sometimes, are lost. They don't know where to start, how to walk through this. So let's try to walk through it. So the whole presentation is now walking through it and trying to get to it, one at a time. You have to dissect it. Right? In medicine, if you want to know something, cut it open, take a look at it, what it is. Now you know what it is, where it is, how it looks, and how you can take care of it in the future. When you can't open it up, you get to take care of it. That's how it is. So first we'll start with Maya, because the journey is always outside in. If I'm a realized soul, my journey is inside out. But we are all conditioned. We want to reach that point of Advaita. So my journey is outside in. So I got to understand what Maya is first. then understand who I am. And then, once I have reached a certain level of understanding, then I am capable of understanding what Brahman is or who Brahman is. Otherwise, if I start with Brahman, because I'm already lost, the Brahman is such that it's not easy to grasp, yeah, that concept or experience it. That's why I start from Maya. So every scripture talks about Maya. And Bhagavad Gita starts with Sankhya Gyan, Sankhya Yoga. Why Sankhya? Because that's, yeah, Arjun, what you're looking at is Maya. You got to separate it, cut it open. And now I'll show you how it is. This is not your grandfather. This is not your brother. Yeah, this is just in your head. Right? So this is Maya. Maya is defined in scriptures with different words. You can see.
अव्यक्तनाम्नी परमेशशक्तिः अनाद्यविद्या त्रिगुणात्मिका परा कार्यानुमेया सुधियैव माया यया जगत्सर्वमिदं प्रसूयते.
So this is a definition given of Maya by Shankaracharya. This is from Vivekananda. This is the last book that Shankaracharya wrote. Verse number 108. He defines Maya. If you look into Shankaracharya's teaching, he says Maya is all illusion. This doesn't exist. But use Maya to explain everything here. But Maya doesn't exist. There is nothing like Maya. Yet, when he gives the definition, this is what he says. What is it? It is avyaktanam, meaning it is unmanifest. Maya is unmanifest. Yet we see everything here. This Paramesha Shakti is one of the Shaktis of Brahman. It's always there. So Maya is anadi. It is not something that is made up. It doesn't go away. Even in Pralaya state, Maya still exists. In the creation state, we see it. We see the effects of it. In Pralaya Avastha, Maya still exists because it's Parameshwar Shakti. Shaktis will never be destroyed. It will be with Bhagavan all the time. Anada Vidya. It's anadi. There's no beginning. It's there forever. Avidya. It is called avidya. It's that ignorance that we call. That's what Maya is. It is trigunatmika. Three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas. That itself is Maya. There's nothing more to it. What is Maya? Trigunatmika, meaning three gunas itself is Maya. There's nothing more to it. Maya is not something like parag with glasses. Glasses and parag are different. Maya and three gunas, no. Maya, three gunas itself is Maya. And we all are affected by this three gunas. So Maya affects every one of us at a different level, depending on how the gunas affect us and how we interact with it. That's how Maya, and that's how much Maya affects us. That's what Maya is. It's para, meaning it is something that is not created, was always there. That is called para. Karyanumeya sudhiya iva Maya. So what it is you can only know Maya from the effect it creates. Maya is always unmanifest. You only see the effect of it. Maya is the cause of all this that we see. This is not Maya. This is the cause of Maya. From this you can infer that there is something called Maya here. What comes around is not Maya. It's the effect of Maya. And from there, we have to, with our intellect, go back and understand that there is something called Maya where all this comes from. Yaya Jagat Sarvamidam Prasuyate. Meaning this is where the entire existence comes out from. It's not an illusion. It's actually coming out from Maya. It was always there. In the creation phase, all this comes out. In the dissolution phase, where this provides, all of this will dissolve, go back, and turn into unmanifest. And they'll all go back where it belongs, Parameshwar Shakti. So that's how Maya is there. We are in the circle. We are writing here. We are inside of Maya. And we got to figure out Maya, what it is. And we got to cut Maya out and then walk out and figure out who I am and what Brahman is, how we are connected. So it's difficult because you are already inside of it. It's already affecting us. And yet, with our abilities that we have been given, the intellect, the higher intellect that we have compared to any other beings here, we are able to cut through it and walk and figure out who we are and who we are. So these are the different words for it. Brahman, Prakriti. So when you read scriptures, when you read these words, you wonder why is it called Brahman? Right? There is another Brahma, and this is also called Brahma. Here, Brahma means this is Anadi. That is the connection. In chapter 12, Sri Krishna says that. It is Brahman. Mama Maya Mahad Brahma. It is Brahman. It is been there since I've been there. It is beginningless. That's why it's called Brahman. It is not like Bhagavan Shri Krishna. It is not, because it is Brahma doesn't mean it's Lord Krishna. No, it's just the element of beginningless and Maya are the same for Bhagavan and Maya. That's why it's called Brahma. That's why Bhagavan says, Mama Maya Mahad Brahma in Bhagavad Gita chapter 12. So it's called Kshetra. In chapter 13 is Kshetra, Kshetragna Vibhagyo. So Kshetra is Maya. Kshetragna is the one who knows the field. It's like a farmer in the field. The farmer knows the field. The field and farmer are separate. Until the farmer understands the field, he cannot get the crop out of it. So they need to know what kind of field I have. Just because I have a field, I cannot start sowing. I got to know what it is. I need to do something about it. So there is enough nutrients. So what I need to get out of it, I can get it. So that's how Kshetra and Kshetragna Vibhagyo works. Right? Bhagavan is also called Kshetragna. There is another problem. There it comes. So all these words get mixed up. So when we read, when we listen, words are mixed up. So if you don't have a clear understanding, we have cut through all this mix up. You cannot get to the correct message that is being delivered. In every verse, everywhere, every scripture you pull up, they all get, interconnected. Also called Pradhan, called Maya. And what here it is Avidya, is another word. Vikshep, Ajna, Brahm, and Maya. So Maya is three things that it does, affects us three ways. First is Ajna, ignorance, makes us forget who we are. That is the first layer of Maya that falls upon us. Gunas fall upon us, now we forget who we are. We lose our own understanding of that I am beginningless. I'm not effective. I'm not this. Yet we forget and start believing that I am this. That is called Ajna. Second thing it does is Vikshep. The constant mental chatter. I have to do this, I have to do that. All the activity that we keep doing non-stop. We're always busy doing something. That is because of Maya. It's called Vikshep Shakti of Maya. And third thing is Mala. It's all the bad things that we call, all the doshas that we call Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Mad, Moh, Matsar, mind, I. That is all Mal.
What's the word again?
The word is Mal.
Mal.
Mal. Nirmal man mohi bhava. Chal kapat chidra. Ramchandra says. Nirmal man. I want Nirmal man. I don't want any of that Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Mera, Tira. I don't want that. I don't like that. You cannot come to me if you have all that. If you're filled with mal, think about it. Somebody walks out of the toilet in this. You saw the movie Slumdog Millionaire, right? Amitabh Bachchan comes and that boy is covered in, and everybody's like, right? So that is mal. But that mal we can see. The other mal that we have inside, nobody can see. I could be suited, right? I could be in a sadhu's dress. I could have mal in me. You cannot get there. You have to get rid of it to be able to reach that other way. Otherwise, you cannot get there. So we have to understand Maya really well. be able to walk through it. One thing we got to understand is unmanifest. Maya this is not Maya. Everything you see around is not Maya. Because Maya has created this veil of I and mine, me or mera. I'm attached to what I see here. The day I lose my attachment, Maya's effect is gone off me. Maya cannot affect me because I've made the changes here. Outside, everything remains the same. Your family remains the same, your work remains the same, your friends, your everything remains the same. My understanding has changed. So I'm not attached with it. Maya's effect is gone. I don't see as myself as a separate individual. I, just this body. Mine, but this is my possession. You can't take it. So that's the effect is gone. Now you can be here, and that's how the saints are not affected. They've done this. They walked the path. They figured out, yes, this level is done. They've achieved it. We can also do it. You just have to put the effort. But without understanding, you can keep doing things over and over again. You can't achieve the result. By asking the wrong questions, you not get the right answer. You have equation in mathematics, you got to solve. Keep trying, but keep doing the same steps every time, but you're not getting the answer. There's something's wrong. You got to figure out. I have to take every correct step, and I'll get the correct answer. Otherwise, I cannot get it. Even if you miss one step, the answer will be messed up. In this existence, you got to be very careful how to walk through it. Right? That's why it's called Satsang. Adhyatma is called walking in a razor state. Right? You walk in a razor. It's so sharp. It cut you, you fall. It hurt you, you bleed. It's not easy. It can be done because others have done it. In the past, it has been done. That's what Lord Krishna is telling us. It can be done. I'll show you the way. Just follow. Listen. And you can do it. So that's it. So 3 gunas is mine. That's it. Nothing more to it. This is mine.
सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति गुणाः प्रकृति संभवाः निबध्नन्ति महाबाहो देहे देहिनमव्ययम् सत्त्वं सुखे संजयति रजः कर्मणि भारत ज्ञानमावृत्य तु तमः प्रमादे संजयत्युत.
So we see sattva, rajas, and tamas. All 3 planets. Just getting to sattva doesn't mean you're liberated. Your happiness is different than the happiness of tamas. Your happiness is now from coming to the temple. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But you haven't achieved that separation of Maya and Jiva. You haven't achieved that state of Advaita. You can be doing everything. But it's Sattva. There's Sattva prevalent here. You come here, you feel that. You feel that vibration. So you can do more. But that vibration is to reach that point where you can get this separation and achieve that Advaita between Jiva and Brahma. And then you can exist in here. And then the puja that you do is totally different. The way you look at the idols is different. These idols are no different than Bhagwan in his own abode. We don't see it because we're covered with Maya. We don't know how to do the darshan. That's why we struggle. Ramchandra is waiting for the day that I can do the darshan in the correct way. He'll come out of it. Mirabai walks over to Lord Krishna and Lord Krishna comes out in white. That's how she just went into the temple and gone. There's no story that you can find how Mirabai died. Okay? She just walked into Lord Krishna. He came out, okay, I'll take you with me. That's what the story is. Okay? But the darshanam is there. You have to go beyond Sattva. You walk away. It is good. You have to reach Sattva. It's easier to get to beyond, from Guna to Nirguna, from Sattva to beyond all the gunas. From Tamas, it's very difficult. Very rarely somebody can directly jump from tamas into nirguna. It is possible. And that's how the system is designed. Api chetsu durachari, bhajate mamananiva, sadhureva samyate. He's sadhu. You can walk away from tamas, directly from tamas into nirguna. They can go there. But it requires a special belief. Rare cases that can happen, like Valmiki. Right? He was adopted. Right? From there he turned into a Rishi. From tamas directly into nirguna. He did Ram Nam Stam. That is required. But to get that level of faith, to stick to that, from tamas, it's not easy. From sattva, it's easy. When I go to satsang, if I'm sattvagani, I like it. And I can connect with it. I know what to do. Tamas is like, yeah, this is all just sin garbage. They keep talking about it. They just don't know. But they know what happiness is. That's what tamas is. Sattva, okay, I can do this. And they'll change. And they'll take one step forward. So it's easy to get from sattva. Rajas, it's a little harder. You carry. I'll do it. Hinduism is all about punarjanma. I'll do it in next life. That's what Rajas is. You push it off in future. I'll do it some other time. Procrastination is Rajas. You sit there, everything is right there, yet I don't do it. That is what Rajas is. So that's what Maya is, and that's how it affects us. So what are the constituents? Because we see all this, we hear all this, Prithvi, Jal, Tej, Vayu, Akash, what are these? Are these all part of Maya? So that's what constitutes the Maya. Three gunas are made up of this. The three gunas pervade every single element that's in here.
भूमिरापो नलो वायुः खं मनो बुद्धिरेव च अहङ्कार इतीयं मे भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टधा महाभूतान्यहङ्कारो बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च इन्द्रियाणि दशैकं च पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः चाद्वेषः सुखं दुःखं सङ्घातश्चेतना धृतिः एतत् क्षेत्रं समासेन सविकारं दाहृत्.
The Lord Krishna said, this is my mind. This is what constitutes Maya. This is what the material world is made up of. Here it is made up of 24 elements. In Bhagavad Gita, there are 7 more elements that are there. In this verse, there are 7 more elements that Lord Krishna has put forth beyond what Sankhya says, what Yoga says. There are 7 more. See, according to Bhagavad Gita, there are 31 elements that make up Maya. That's what makes up this Maya. This is what it is. Now we got to cut through all of this, figure out a way how we are connected, how it's affecting us, and how I can walk out of all this. Every single element is affecting us. How are we attached with it is what we got to figure out. We'll reach to that point where we'll walk that path. Right now we're just trying to understand what this Maya is made up of. This is what it is made up of. And this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm trying to cut. I'm not trying to win anybody else in this existence. I'm here to win over this 31 elements. The day I can get over this, my path is clear. I'm here in myself. If I can help somebody, that is great. But I got to find the path first. If I'm lost, I cannot take somebody out of the maze. So I got to know the way out. And then I can hold somebody's hand and I can take them. Then I can show them the way. That's what the scriptures are. All the rishis, they have walked through it. Now they put a map for us to walk through it. They're not here to hold our hand and walk with us. You got to decipher the map. It's like an Indiana Jones movie. You walk in, and then next thing you know, something comes out, and if you're not paying attention, your head might be cut off. So that's exactly what Maya is doing. It's an Indiana Jones movie. No, the map is there. I got to know how to walk through it. There are sages. There are people who can help you. There are ways and means that are written in scriptures that I can walk through. I can get out of this. But it's I have to do it. If I don't do it, nobody can do it for me. Lord Krishna is not going to come here and do it for me. I have to do it for me. He's not going to help somebody who doesn't want to help himself. He's not coming here to help me. If I'm not willing to help myself. The day I start walking on this path, when my efforts are sincere, and I really want to get out here, He'll make arrangements for me to walk out here. He'll provide me a safe haven. I just have to trust Him. That's how it is. So plain and simple.
गुणात्मा तमः कृष्ण शक्तिर्देह तदीययोः जीवस्य चाहं ममता हेतुर्मायावगम्य.
So this is from Swaminarayan Shikshapatam. This is the verse. This is what we read every day. This is what the definition of Maya is. Shikshapatam. What it is, it's the Gunatmaka. It's Tama, the ignorance, the darkness. Creates a veil of darkness, ignorance in us. It's a Shakti of Bhagavan. You see this definition. Shankaracharya is followed exactly the same definition. Same thing. It creates I, mind, that kind of an understanding in me. That's what it's doing. And that's how it's binding me in here. So in short, what is Bhagavan ki Maya? मैं हूँ पर ये मेरे संबंध है. ये मेरे माँ बाप है, माता पिता, बच्चे, भाई बहन, ये सब understanding जो आपके what comes to me, it is all because of Maya. So when we sit and now we want to do meditation, this is what happens. All those things are running through us. I'm trying to meditate. Oh, I got to do this. Oh my gosh, taxes are coming. I got to take them back. Oh my gosh, I don't know what my kids are doing. The weather is so bad. I hope they know how to drive. I want to focus. Maya is already affecting me. It's creating an obstacle to get to that point. I want to get over it, but Maya creates this obstacle because I haven't figured it out how to walk over it. Essentially, it's trying to hurt me when I'm trying to connect with myself in the world. That's what Maya is. It's not outside, it's in here. It's all up here. We got to figure out how to get rid of it from here. If I cannot get rid of it from my own intellect, my own mind, that's where Maya is affecting. Maya is not affecting on the outside. It's affecting me on the inside. And then I project everything. I see through that veil, so now I'm lost. That's what it is. The question is, how do you define real? Everybody's seen this movie Matrix, right? If you see Matrix and you look at it from a Adhyatmic point of view, you'll be like mesmerized. This is an amazing movie. Whoever made it, they did a fantastic job. Great. You gotta sit down and watch. It's looking at it from Adhyatmic point of view, not all the action that goes on. Action is all on the outside. You gotta cut through it and see what the message is. The message is magnificent. It's exactly following our scriptures.
So there it is Neo is in the tamas world and goes to the sattva or beyond sattva.
You and I are new.
Okay.
The message comes. Wake up, Neo. Wake up. I got to walk out. What does Morpheus say? Neo, I can only show you the path. You got to walk through it, right? The
And
Guru
how
comes.
Neos become? Like, who are the Neos? Like,
Everyone is a Neo.
Neo.
Everyone is a Neo. The one who can find the way out from inside. Because you're caught up by Maya. The veil is there on you. You think all this is real. When you can cut through it, cut through the matrix, you'll see it's unreal.
What is the red pill and blue pill in that way?
Yeah, the blue pill is what we do. All the clubs, the parties, the games, sports, food, parties, anything else. There is nothing to do with the Adhyatma, the blue pill. Red pill is the one that is the harder one to swallow. Because now it's going to break your dream, wake you up, and show you what is real that you can't see. Like, wow, I didn't realize that. And you start looking at your own self, who am I? That's the question that you will start wondering, who am I? Right? And when you start doing the sadhana, the siddhis come. You can rise up in the air. That's a siddhi. It's more, there are so many siddhis that you get. You're doing yoga, yoga sadhana you can do. So all siddhis. You can fly. Hanumanji flew from India to Sri Lanka, right? 400 kilometers, just like that. You Siddhi, you can fly. And you did it so much before, so many millions of years before. Right? So yes, so in Ramayana, every scriptures, every story you read, the Mumukshu always asks the question. Lakshmanji asked Ramji, after everything is done, what is Maya? What is Jiva? Please answer me. You all the work on Ramayana path, this comes. When you recite a Ramayana path, you're paying attention, sitting here. You pay attention to every single word that Tulsidas has written. The knowledge is there. He's done the steps to walk through it, how to come out of this. Ramchandra says, may or more in that. Exactly the same thing that everybody else has been saying. Go gochar jahi, jahan lagi man jai, so sab maya jani bhai. Anywhere that your mind can reach and touch. Maya extends to wherever you can take your mind. You are beyond the mind. So you're going to walk past the mind. Then only you can go over Maya. Otherwise, Maya is going to be with you. You can get in a spacesuit, get into a starship. Elon Musk has sent you Mars, but Maya comes with you. Because the mind is there. You're the same person. He's using the same mind to look at everything. You cannot walk away from Maya just like that. Maya is up here, inside of me. That's what I got to figure out. That is the first step of Adhyatma. Where am I? Where is the cause? What is the root cause of the problem? I got to diagnose it. Then only I can treat it. Right? I see the symptoms, but I can figure out where is the problem. And the external energy, which is seen, works as both cause and effect in the cosmic manifestations. This external energy is known as Maya or illusion, and through her agency only is the entire material manifestation made possible. So it is the cause. What you see is the effect of it. It affects us at the core, and we interact with whatever is in here, with that layer of valence. So that's why we never find happiness, we never find peace, we never find the truth that we're looking for. Until we get rid of that layer, we cannot find the truth. Because the problem is up here. It's up here, wherever you can see. In one hand, wherever. But we think the mind is up here. Because the thought process seems like everything is happening up here. That I'm thinking up here. And the scriptures tell everything happens in the other. Hriday. That the Atman is sitting. The Buddhi is right there. From there it's connected everywhere. This is the effect of it. The cause is here. So that's why when we meditate, try to go in here. Don't try to go in here. Walk in here. And all the sadhana is going into the hriday, into that deep cave, where you and I are there, and the Lord is there with us all the time. No matter where we are, He's with us. Recycles. It goes on and on. Right?
सर्वभूतानि कौन्तेय प्रकृतिं यान्ति मामिकाम् कल्पक्षये पुनस्तानि कल्पादौ विसृजाम्यहम् प्रकृतिं स्वामवष्टभ्य विसृजामि पुनः पुनः भूतग्राममिमं कृत्स्नम् अवशं प्रकृतिर्वशात्.
So, the Srushti is created and then it's dissolved. Thus it goes on and on and on. Nothing is destroyed. Everything is indestructible. Maya is indestructible. The elements that come out of Maya are indestructible. So are we in Bhagavan. Everything recycles. Maya recycles. We remain the same. We see this effect that Maya causes. That recycles. Maya remains the same. When the system starts again, you're back with that same way. Just because pralaya happens doesn't mean that all the souls are liberated. No. Only the liberated souls enjoy the liberation. The ones who are bound are still bound under Maya, but they are unmanifested with them. That veil is still there. That Maya's covering still goes in the pralaya also with those conditioned souls. So until they walk out of here with the correct understanding, correct effort, and correct knowledge, you cannot get rid of this Maya. Bhagavan says, everything, at the end of one kalp. What is a kalp? So our life is 100 years. Kalpa is this cosmic time, right? 8 billion 64 crore, 8.64 billion years pass according to our count in one kalp. That's one day of Brahmaji. Brahmaji's one day has passed. 8.64 billion years pass on this earth. Brahmaji is only one day. That is called Kalpa. So if you read the scriptures, this is what we talk about. Right? Just like we wake up, Brahmaji wakes up, the creation starts. He stays awake for 12 hours just like we do. Then he goes to sleep. He starts getting ready to go to bed. Everything starts turning backwards. Pralaya happens. Everything will go away. And then will become unmanifest again. When he wakes up again, the whole thing starts. Because next day he's woken up. A new kalpa has started. So that's what Bhagavan is saying. Kalpakshaya punastani. Kalpada. Comes and goes. Comes and goes. This is how it is happening. We got to understand this is all a cycle. Like night and day. It's happening. See the trees, green leaves. When the spring comes, the flowers come. And fall. They all fall out. Just exactly the same thing. It is happening right in front of our eyes, but we can't, because we're not looking through those right glasses. We're looking through the veil of Maya. So we're like, oh my gosh, I'm a tree devil. This is the cycle that is designed. It's happening inside of us also. So we got to learn and understand it properly to be able to conquer it. Because at the end of the day, we want to walk out. Movies are made. They try to portray all these things. But if you're looking at all these movies from that point of view, there's a movie called Truman Show. I don't know if you have seen it. Jim Carrey's movie, Truman Show. There was a live telecast of a baby that was born and built. He figures out at the age of 35, 40 that this whole thing is a show. Everybody is just an actor here. They're watching it. I'm the character. Everybody else is an actor. It's a show. Oh my goodness, it's a show. He walks out, opens the door, walks out. The show ends. He has figured it out. That's exactly what Maya is. I am the center. It's always the stage. And Bhagavan is watching the show. He's controlling the show. The day I figure out this is a show, I want to walk out the door, he'll open the door himself. He says, everybody's an actor. Nobody's yours. That's exactly what the story was. And he figured out, he's like, wow. He opened the door and walked out. And He was telecast live for 40 years, right? Every second of his life was on TV. Every advertisement, everything is worth watching a movie from a adjustment point of view. Then you realize this is exactly Kalpaksha understanding. The day I realize it, then only I can walk it. Otherwise, you'll be stuck in here. You know? Exactly, it's the matrix. You're stuck in there. You enjoy it. You gotta wake up from your dreams. Wake up, Neo, and do what I'm telling you. Because I can show you what is the truth. You may not like it at first, but the freedom is what you're looking for. Here you're not free, you're bound. There are movie songs also here, so that we can also listen to words. I don't know what it is. What is day, what is night? What is real? How do you define real? You know, that maze that we want to walk out, that initial slide that we saw, that maze is up here. This is the maze. Maze is inside of me. Yeah. This is where I'm stuck. I'm stuck in my own creation, in my own mind. All the journey, all the I'm just finding myself. And I'm looking for answers outside. I'm stuck right there. The day you realize it, walk out is so easy. That's why all the things is so easy. Why can you not do it? Because we can't stop. It's so difficult to do it. Because we don't know where the problem is. The day we figure out the problem, you know exactly where to hit. Right? You know where the enemy is hiding. You can take care of the enemy right there. If you don't know where the enemy is, right? That's looking for everywhere. Right? Enemy is hidden here. You're looking outside. So that's it. Bhagwan has done the same thing. You're looking for Bhagwan outside. He's sitting outside. He's sitting in here. That's what all the sages are saying. Go in. Walk inward. He's right there. He's your true reality. He's your father, he's your mother, he's your brother. He's always in with you. Once you see outside, none of them will be with you. Come and go. This is what Maya is. This is basic understanding of Maya. And this is the frame so that we can understand this is what we're dealing with. Then we can understand what healing is. Then we try to understand what is wrong with us. And now, with correct understanding, let's do the exercise that is required. That has been given in scripture. So you and I can walk out and find the bliss, the happiness that Bhagavan wants to feel. So now we're going to walk into the next step, which is Jeev and Brahman. Right? What does scripture say? Do they exist? Let's see.
द्वा सुपर्णा सैजा सखाया समानं वृक्षं परिषश्वजाते तयो अन्यः विप्पलं साधुमत्ति अनश्नन् अन्यः अभिचाकशीति.
So scriptures portray this body as a tree. Ashwat, Urdhvamulam, Dasaka, right? That's what Bhagavan said in 13th chapter. Upside down tree. This is a tree. On this tree there are two birds here. This is one. One is just observing. He does nothing. He's the witness. He knows everything. Other one is stuck trying to get all the fruits, going through all the troubles. Look at this. How he's hanging. Yeah. Enjoying the fruit, but what kind of trouble is to go through, not realizing it. He knows it. He knows everything. That's what Upanishad is saying. Mundak and Shveta. Same verse in both ways. Exact same verse.
समाने वृक्षे पुरुषो निमग्नो अनीशया शोचति मुह्यमानः जुष्टं यदा पश्यत्यन्यम् ईशं अस्य महिमानं विदिवीतशोकः.
So, two words, united always. Jiva and Brahma, always together. He never leaves us. Father never leaves his son. The Father himself is the Son. What is going to do? Right? The Son is no different than Father. It's a manifestation of the Father. And look at it exactly. We and we say the same thing. And known by the same name. Brahma. Both are Brahma. Both are Ananda. Both are Satchitananda. Both are Kshetragna. In the scriptures, you can be talking about Kshetragna, but unless you know which Kshetragna the Rishi is talking about, you will not know. You may think they are talking about this, they might be talking about Bhagavan. In some places, you might think they're talking about one, they're talking about Jiva. Unless you have that understanding, you cannot figure out this. It is intentionally designed like that. So only a mumukshu can find it. Realize that I need to go to a realized person and then get the answers, not try to find the answers on my own. Because I cannot decipher this. This is so complex to decipher. You need somebody's watchful eye and understanding to be able to walk through this. Otherwise you can't. Right? Closely cling to the same tree. One of them eats the sweet fruit, the other one looks without eating. You call him the Brahman as witness. He's the Sakshi. He's watching us. He knows everything that we do. He's got the diary of every karma that we've done. Right? And the mind. You think that nobody can read my mind. I can be thinking of anything, but you wouldn't know. He knows. According to that, he puts it in plus and minus. He's got the diary. This is all plus, it's punya, this is pap. And whatever is done without attachment of pap vritti, it's nirvana. But that he's looking for, how am I going to get the fruit for this? Because there's no way to provide that fruit in this mind. So that's why Bhagavad Gita says, Arjuna, give up the attachment. Just do it. Don't worry about the fruit. And then I got to worry how to take care of it. If you think I'm killing this, and then you are going to pop and punya state. Then there will be results, there will be fruit for it. You have to either enjoy it or you suffer. That's how it is. But one of them is doing that. Right? One of the two is just busy enjoying the fruit. No matter how much this one will try to show us the path, we are so busy because we're enjoying the fruits. Right? Seated on the same tree, the jiva moans bewildered by the importance. When it beholds the other, when instead of looking at this fruit, now turns its mind towards Bhagavan. Turns the vritti around. That is called antardrashti in Shastra. Right now it's Bahayadrashti. Everything that mind, if you look through the mind, is Bahayadrashti. Now we go inside, the mind is out of question. It's antardrashti. Now, at that point, he's beholding the other, looking at this Bhagavan. The Lord worshipped by all in His glory becomes free from grief. Until then, you cannot come out of it. You cannot. Because it's His Maya, it's His Shakti. If you can win His Shakti, you won over Bhagavan. It's impossible. You cannot do it. So you have to win His favor. Then only you can get to that point. He's designing the game. He's the only one who can end the game. You cannot say game over. Until He says game over, the game is not over. That's exactly how it is. Sometimes it's hard to swallow that, man, that is exactly how it is. The scriptures are telling us, but we're just not paying attention. Because we're busy enjoying the life. His life is so short, one life to live. You're not going to get this again.
अपरेयमितस्त्वन्याम् प्रकृतिं विद्धि मे पराम् जीवभूतां महाबाहो ययेदं धार्यते जगत्.
This verse is saying that Bhagavan have two kinds of Prakriti, two Shaktis that are used in this creation, whole creation is created. One is the Maya, that is my Shakti. Here he says, you know, the upper India. There is inferior energy, but then there is a superior energy, Param. And that superior energy, the Shakti, is Jiva. Jiva is also Shakti of Bhagavan. And that is what holds this entire existence. You think, am I holding the existence? Okay, let's go to the question. I am that Jiva. Is this entire existence held by? No. I am not that Jiva that he's talking about here. He's talking about somebody else. Someone that Jiva, one Jiva, that is called a Nitya Mukta, that has never been bound by Maya. Just like Bhagavan, there is one Atma, one soul called Brahman. That is what Shastra calls Brahma. And that Brahma is that soul that holds the entire existence, pervading everything. That is called. He holds it. That's why Bhagavan says, I hold this entire world. And Ekant, Dharyat, he says, my ansh, I'm holding this whole existence with my ansh. In 10th chapter, the last word, that verse will come. Bahukyatam. Just need to know that I hold this entire existence. Just go that very slightest energy of mind. One soul is sufficient to hold the entire
Is
existence.
that the Mokshatma?
That is the Brahma that we talk about in Swami Narsingh. Jeev, Ishwar, Maya, Brahma and Parbrahma. Right? So that Brahma is this one that he's talking about. That is what Bhagavad Gita is saying, but is it easy to decipher this? Probably not. You have to find a realized person to tell you that this is exactly what Lord Krishna is talking about. And Arjuna understands what he's talking about. When we read it, you can't get it. Because you try and process it on your own. Or through somebody else's mind. Not a realized person. Just because you're reading the comment, it doesn't mean that that person is realized. You go live with them, spend some time, investigate. Is this person really the same? There's so many books. People have written. They're involved in the ugliest crimes that human kind do. Child pornography. And they're writing books on Shastras. Okay? The sadhus are in jail. They have hundreds and thousands of followers. And he's committing all these crimes. Right? There are sadhus caught in. They're in jail for organ transplantation, organ trading, child pornography. And they're writing commentaries on Shastra. And we think, oh my God, this is amazing. Unless and until you spend some time with that person, you don't know whether this person is realized or not. So don't take it for granted. Just because a book is written doesn't mean that, just because I'm talking doesn't mean that I know everything that I'm reading. It's not like that. You have to find for your own self. And then understand. Because these things are hard to swallow. These concepts are very difficult. You've never heard about this. There might be one Nitya Mukta. You heard the word Nitya Mukta. That Nitya Mukta is the one who holds entirety. And that is called Brahma. It's a Krishna. Bhagavan is called Brahma. He'll come. As we go along, he'll separate himself from this one soul. And say, I'm beyond that also. So many of us here don't even believe that there is anything called Jiva. Jiva doesn't exist. It's just made up something. There's no real Jiva. Especially people who follow Shankaracharya is following. For them, Jiva doesn't exist. You are nothing but Brahma. You're exactly the same Brahma. That's what they is talking about. And Bhagavad Gita talks something different. Prastanta is talking about something different. And Shankaracharya is absolutely talking something different, which is not supported by Swami. So, is there Jiva or not? That's the question. Is or is not? But these are the words that are used for Jiva. Look at this. All of these words can be applied to Bhagavan. And scriptures are using these words for Bhagavan also. At times, Jiva word is used. Akshar, Brahma, Dehi, Ansha, Satchidanand, Drashta, Kshetragni, Shariri, Purush, Ajar, Atma. All these words signify that we are beginningless, we are no end. We are Anadi. Anant. You're not born, you don't die. That's what these words are trying to signify. That's the message. I am myself a drashta. But because of the veil of Maya, I'm thinking I'm the drashta. Because I'm the drashta myself. But my perception is that I'm the drashta.
Can you explain that? Drashta.
Drashta is what you see. And drashta is the one that is seen. But with the veil of Maya, I have become the drashya myself. The object. Whereas I'm the subject. I'm looking at it. Right? That is what Maya has created. Turned a subject into an object. That is what Maya has done. That is called ignorance. Yet, Shastra says I'm the drashta, I'm the subject that sees everything. But I don't know, because the Maya has created that effect on me. Now I'm with that Maya, I'm trying to find answers, and I cannot. Get rid of that. Figure out the true understanding, and then open the door. So those who have read Kathopanishad, this question is asked in Kathopanishad. Does Atma exist or not? Tell me. Nachiketa is the character. His father, Uddara Rishi, is doing the Vishwadip Yagna. Then at the end of the year, not during the year, we get to give or dan, what we call dan. We have to give some cows, we donate cows. But Uddara Rishi is specifically picking out the cows that cannot give milk. And he's donating that kind of cow. And Nachiketa sees that my father is missing the point and he's going to not achieve the goal of this yagna. He's actually going to fall in Narak by doing this. He's trying to warn that, okay, you're giving all these cows. Who's going to give me to? He's trying to stop him from. Uddalak knows. Nachiketa asks 3 times. And then Uddalak gets angry. I give you to Yama. Go, get out of here. Go to Yamaraj. The rishis were also that powerful. They had the siddhis. Nachiketa walked to Yamaraja's house, to his abode, with his body. And then he waited there for 3 days. So he got 3 dreams. Asked for me 3 favors first and there from me. He was tempted with all the different things. But Nachiketa is steadfast. I want this answer. Is there Atma or not? Is there a soul or not? Because you are the only one who can tell me. Because you are the god of death. If you don't know, then nobody else knows. The entire Kathopanishad is talking about. If Nachiketa asked that question, this is the question asked by So, he's asking the question. If there is a doubt, what happens to man after death? Does he exist? He doesn't exist. Christianity doesn't believe. Next step. There's no life after death. This is the one life to live. So their lookout, their way of looking at life is totally different than how we look at it. Our understanding is different. We believe in that Atma that is bound by karma. All the actions that we've done, those were done with attachment. The actions that you did without any attachment, that doesn't bind you. For that you don't have to come here. But you have to price anywhere else. Right? He's asking, is there anything like Jiva, Atma? Is it there or not? You tell me.
So asking this question, does this tell that Nachiketa was already a realized person as a boy and then he went to that realm?
No, he's looking for answers. And Yamaraja now gives him the knowledge. The entire knowledge is a conversation between Yamaraja and Nachiketa. So among the Brahma Vidyas, there is one Vidya called Nachiketi Vidya. So this is what Nachiketi Vidya is, Kathopanishad. Nachiketi Vidya is in there. You walk that Upanishad through the eyes of Nachiketa and Yamaraja, then you can find what the Vidya is. Otherwise, with my own mind, I cannot find that answer. Every word is very pointed. It's there for a reason. Not a single word is wasted. Right? The message has to be very clear. It cannot be in a gray zone. Right? There should be no doubt. So that's exactly what is being told there. Okay, so there's so much knowledge that you already have. He says, yes, I'm the one who can tell you. Even the gods are givers, right? They don't know whether this is anything exists like this or not. It's worth reading, worth spending some time. So what is there, we hear Atma is like an atom, it's not. Is it true or is it just made of thing? If you follow Shankaracharya's Advaita Vedanta, it's all nonsense. This doesn't make sense. But walk out, keep Shankaracharya on one side, and put everybody else on one side, and see what they're talking about, including all the scriptures. We all talk about this. We look in the Mundaka Upanishad, what it's saying.
एषोऽनुरात्मा चेतसा वेदितव्यो यस्मिन् प्राणः पञ्चधा संविवेश प्राणैश्चित्तं सर्वमोतं प्रजानां यस्मिन् विशुद्धे विभवत्येष आत्मा भागस्य शतधा कल्पितस्य च भागो जीवस्य विज्ञेयस्य जानं जायकन्वते.
The Upanishad says it's like an arm. It's like an atom. It's atomic size. But you cannot figure out where it is. You cannot find it unless you have what is called Vishuddha. Your buddhi has to be Vishuddha. There should be no mal, no papalaki, not even a speck of papalaki. Then that Atman will shine. Then that Atman will shine. Then you know that I am that Atman. Otherwise you stuck. Shveta Upanishad says, what is the size? Clearly says, what is the size? Take your hair. Cut it off, put it up. Take the tip of the hair. Cut it in 100 pieces. Take one piece, cut it into 100. Whatever is left is the size of that. These are the rishis who are looking at it. Just like we look at a drop of water in our hand. And we can say, okay, drop of water is this size. This is how it is. They're looking at it. They're telling us this is how it is. But it's infinite. The ability, the potential is infinite. Because we are Satsang. It is that veil has made us finite. That ignorance has turned into a very finite thing. That we are infinite. And I can see that I'm like Brahman. I'm like that. And Shankaracharya says in Vivekananda, unless you can realize that you are just infinite, and you can make yourself connect with it and be one with it, you cannot get out of this cycle of life and death. You have to do it. But that is your own effort. There's no Bhagwan there. For us, Bhakti Marg is we are Bhagwan. We surrender to Him, and He does the rest for us. Difference in Jnana Marg and Bhakti Marg. You have somebody to hold hand. You walk with us. You walk with us every step of the way. You show us the way. You should be willing to walk. That may be difficult to walk at times. We should have that, longing to get out of here. And we can do it. It clearly says here, right? Sankalpa Ahankar. It's got these two characteristics.
So here it says the size of a thumb.
Yeah. So, good thing you asked. So, if you look at the scriptures, one scripture says Anuma. Shveta Upanishad in one verse said it is this size. Here it says it's the size of a thumb. Same Upanishad. The experience that they get of the Atman is different, depending on their understanding. how they define the whole connection, and what sadhana they follow. Because in the understanding of Brahma Jeev Maya, the sadhana is designed, and with their sadhana do's and don'ts come, and from there they get to moksha, meaning they realize who we are and what Brahman is. But if the first step of Tattva Jnana, there was some mix-up, your moksha is messed up also. So some rishis may find it as a thumb, some see it as an atom. This question is asked.
So which one is the true answer?
Question is asked in which number? The same question. Some people describe it as a little, like diya sadi, that is jet light. You know? Some people say it's like a thumb, some say it's like arm. So what is the reality? So Bhagavan says it's like you're looking at a cow. Somebody only sees the tail. Somebody only sees the face. Somebody only sees the horn. Somebody only sees the leg. So what they see, they describe. They are not wrong. Every single person who is describing something about the cow, they're all right. Yet, nobody is describing the complete picture. Until you get out of this whole thing, when you become one with Bhagavan, you cannot have that niravaran drashti, where there is no veil on you. Now you can see Atma as it is, from all the angles. Right now, you cannot see what is on the back of this thing, right? What niravaran drashti is, you can see the front and the back at the same time exactly. That is called niravaran drashti.
What's the point of knowing all this when you cannot achieve anything?
All of this can be achieved. Every single thing can be achieved. Every single thing.
But that time we'll not be being, we'll not be the person we are right now.
You'll be a real person then. You'll be truly you. Right now you're not you, you're somebody else. But when you reach this point, you'll see, yes, I am this, and what I see here is my being. That's when you'll see this for real, and you'll be like, wow, how can I be fooled? You know, what did I do? How could I be so ignorant that I just fell for this? Right? There are so many things we do in life. You're like, I can't believe that I did this. Somebody else does, but how did I do it? It's exactly the same thing that and you realize when the niravaran drashti comes to you, and the niravaran drashti does not come until you get that way with Bhagavan. Anywhere in between, if you create an Advaita, from Maya onwards to Bhagavan, anywhere in between, because Maya extends from here all the way to Bhagavan, all the way to Akshardham, Brahmalok, Vaikuntha, whatever you call it. Maya extends up to there. If you create Advaita in between anywhere, you don't have niravaran drashti. Your experience might be limited. You're talking about the same thing, but not niravaran. So you're not talking about the Atma that someone is talking about. Very amazing. But it can be achieved. Every single thing that the scriptures are talking about is not beyond your reach. Every human being, any one of us can achieve. You just have to figure out how to do it. What path to take. There are certain paths that require a lot of effort. Some paths might be slightly easier. Read Bhagavad Gita chapter 12. Bhagavan says the one who follows the Saka, one who believes or follows Aksha, right? Their path is harder. Klesha adhikarastata. It's too much effort, too much trouble. And there's always risk of losing it. Ramayana, Kakbhushan talks the same thing to Garud. Right? He tells Garud, listen, if you wanted to light a lamp, right? You want to light the lamp of Atman, the brightness, the light that we are. What do you need? So you need a little something to hold the oil. And you have to create a little, what do you call it? Right? You need the oven. But for that, you need the ghee. Right? Where do you get the ghee? You got to get a cow. Feed the cow. Get the milk. Turn into butter. Churn. Get the ghee out. Then light the diya. Then you have the light. But at every sense level, there is a real passage in there. She would know all this. But she knows all this. She knows all this Ramayana. Because in our Ramayana part, we are doing it, right? We're doing it. We come here. We came here on Sunday. That exactly was the chapter that was going on. Bhushan says, Indriya Dwara Jarokhanana. Every बैठे देवता करियथान, सुर करियथान. Every Indriya has an Adhisthata Dev sitting there. You try to get out of this Maya, they'll close the window or they'll open the window and let the Kusam come in and let Maya enter. You work so hard to close that window and they'll open the door. That's what they do, sitting there. Devta said, this is exactly what Tulsidas is writing in Ramayana. And Karbhushan is telling Garud, listen Garud, it's very hard. But Nirakar Marg is very hard. Best thing is to just surrender to Bhagavan. Don't have to do anything. He'll do everything for you. The one you're serving is Bhagavan. You thought that was not Bhagavan, that was Dashrath's son that was tied in all the snakes. Right? Because Ravan's son, Indrajit, had sent out this weapon, the snake weapon, right? It ties the enemy with snakes. And they're both bound, Lakshmanji and Ramaji. The whole entire, army is lost. Like, what are we going to do now? So Naradji asked Garudji to come out because snakes are his food, right? So as soon as Garudji comes out, the snakes run away. And Ramchandraji falls in Garudji's feet and says, oh my God, he didn't come out today, it would have been done. And Garudji thinks, how can this be Bhagavan? He's falling in my feet. See, that Maya started working up here. He's lost. And Naradji sees that, he's lost. He says, Garudji, you're lost. You got to get knowledge. Go to Brahma. Brahma is I cannot teach you. Go to Shiva. Right? He says, I cannot do it. Khagajani Khagati Bhasa. You go to a bird. And Karbhushan is a bird. Nilgiri Parvat ke upar he is doing the Ram Katha. Go listen to Ram Katha. And then you know who this book, Ramchandra is, Dashrath's son is. So he sits there and listens to the entire Katha. Like, oh my gosh, I'm enlightened. I didn't even realize that. Now I know this is Bhagavan. So then he comes back and falls in his face. So Bhagavan says, okay, go back. Well done. Right? That's Maya. You read all these things. There's knowledge sitting there, but you can't see it because you're not paying attention. You focus on something else. There's a timeline. Parts like that. It has to be done. That is exactly. But you got to pay attention to every single chopai that is going on. There's so much knowledge in Ramayana. This Tattva is sitting right there in front of us. Right? That's exactly what it is. That's how, this is the experience that they're talking about. So, we have Brahma Sutra. Right? You heard Brahma. Prasthantra is 3. Upanishad Brahma Sutra and Bhagavad Gita. So far we looked at Upanishad Bhagavad Gita. So Brahma Sutra is talking about Utkranti Gatyagatim. Nanurat Shruteti Chen Ikaragatim. So Shabdon, whatever it is. So scripture says on account of what is being written in the script, this is Vyasji writing. Nobody else has written it. Vyas Bhagavan who wrote the Vedas has created Brahma Sutra. The entire knowledge that is in filled up chapters and chapters is now put into one little sutra. Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita in 14th chapter says, Arjun, the entire knowledge is in Brahma Sutra. If everything is lost, but if Brahma Sutras are saved, the entire knowledge will come back. The day you lose Brahma Sutra, the knowledge is gone. The whole Vedic knowledge has been put into little sutras. Only a realized person can decipher it. This is from the commentary of Ramanujacharya. And I'm followed Ramanujacharya. I'm Swami and followed. Ramanujacharya, Visishta will follow. So this is not Shankaracharya. If you pull out Shankaracharya's commentary on Brahma Sutra, it will not match this. It will be different. See, this is Bhakti Marg telling us. Yes, it is an atomic size. It goes in and out. That's why you can say it is atomic. Right? By passing out, going and returning, it is of atomic size. If it is said to be that it is not atomic, as the scriptures state it to be otherwise, we say not so. For other than the individual soul is the subject of matter in those texts. Right? The same words are used, but the text that you are referring to, Shankaracharya ji, they are talking about Supreme Brahman there. That's why it's infinite. But here, The sutra is talking about a soul, one soul, out of infinite soul. Even the potential is infinite, but it's bound, can be conditioned. Supreme Brahman cannot be conditioned ever under any circumstances. It's never possible. It's very difficult. These things have you to spend some time. You know?
So the Supreme Brahman is not atomic, but the other Brahman is atomic.
Every other soul that the scriptures are talking about here, especially here, the size, when you talk about the size they're talking about is the Atman, it's our soul. And that Atman is not the Supreme Brahman. And what you're talking about, Shankaracharya ji, Ramanuja says, is Supreme Brahman is mentioned in there, but you're quoting something else. That quote is talking about Supreme Brahman, does not apply here. It's such a difficult subject matter to decipher for an average person. Even the acharyas are different. That is the difference between Jnana and Bhakti. We are all followers of Bhakti. If we take the Tattva of Shankaracharya ji, come here and do Bhakti, and mind cannot come to terms. Something that is holding us back. And we give up all that. Follow what you follow and take that to the end. That means you cannot get there. You have to. We have to make that choice. Choice is ours. Nobody's going to stop you from making a choice. Right? We have to make a choice. It's a long presentation. If you have time, this will go on. How much time do we have?
I don't know.
It depends on how everybody else wants to take it. Because I can keep going on and on for hours. Right? Because I have a thought process in here. I've designed, come up with every slide with a thought process. It's following a certain path to the point that you get to it with. I'm showing it from that viewpoint. You have to follow my track, then you can see it. If you walk in your own path with the slides, you miss the point. Right? So, where is the soul in this body? That will be the question. Where is the seat of this body? Right? We say soul is in this body, right? Atma is in here somewhere. So where is it? The science has looked around. Science has done a lot of work trying to find this Atma. There's like all these Eastern people, Hinduism, they're talking about Atma. But we've done everything, dissected the body, we haven't found Atma. You know, if there was something, because if Atman is a thing, then the thing is bound by time, space, and everything, right? So it is weight. So then we can measure the weight also. So they have measured the weight of a person who's dying at the time, and we measure the weight as soon as they die. Is there a difference? Look at those studies for yourself. It's available on people. They've done it. They tried, trying to come to terms because you're looking at it from scientific point of view. This is all going to happen by experience. You have to take the word, figure out for yourself. And one who has figured out is not going to come out and say, at the end of the day, that's what it is. So where is the seat of the soul? Where does the soul reside in this world?
idam shariram kaunteya kshetramityabhijiyate yetatyo vetti tam prahu kshetrajna iti tadvidah.
It's the first verse of 13th chapter. Kshetra Kshetra Madhivadya. Trying to show you what the field is and who's the controller of the field. Now you can clearly see in this body, in this field, there is a kshetra. That's what he says. Dham shariram kaunteya kshetram vidyate. In this body itself, there is a kshetra and kshetra. You have to figure out what is kshetra, what is kshetra. Or who is kshetra. Right? So it's termed, and one who knows this body, called the kshetra. So where is the Atman? We say it's atomic size. The Atman is the one controlling the body. Where is the Atman? So, Brahma Upanishad, there's a shloka. Netrastham jagarita. When you're awake, you're sitting right in the eyes. This is his office. For the time that you're awake, during the 24 hours, you're sitting right here. All the faculties are available. All the senses, mind, ego, everything is available to process everything. Let's do that. Vidya Kanthe Swapna. It's right here in the voice box. So as soon as you start falling asleep, you go to bed, I'm tired. You want to go to sleep, right? Because Atman is thinking that I'm this body. I'm so tired, I sleep. So I'm going to lay down and go to sleep. You lay down, and Atman has to come out of the office, just like you come out of the office, get in the car and go home, right? He gets in the car and starts driving to his home. Passes through this area. There's a nadi, right? There are channels in this body. Let me know that there are channels, right? Like Sushumna Nadi and other nadis. There are so many nadis. One of those nadis, he moves, comes here, and he passes here. Whatever thought, mind is here. Whatever thought is there in the mind, when the Atman passes through there, it becomes your dream. That's what he's saying. Vidya Kante Swapna Samaj. Sankalp, thoughts, 24/7 go on inside the mind. The mind never quietens. Even in the deep sleep, you don't perceive. That's the only thing. The mind chatter continuously goes on. You have walked away from it. The Atman has walked away from the chatter. But the chatter goes on. But when it moves from the office, passes through here, where the mind is, whatever thought is there, at that point, when the Atman passes, it becomes your dream. Upanishad tells how much time it takes to pass from here to here. 38 seconds is all it takes. You come out of the office and go to your home. It's Sushupti. When you fall asleep, I don't know if you noticed or not, if you pay attention next time, this is an exercise to go home and do. You go to bed. The moment Atman comes out of here, the body jerks. And then you fall asleep. And you don't know anything. Those who pay attention when they fall asleep, they'll notice that my body jerked. And then I fell asleep. I don't remember anything after that. That is when the Atman moved out from me. And all the faculties are gone. Until it comes here. Then the mind is available. Then the dream starts. Then the Atman thinks, oh, I'm enjoying this and that. When it moves out, the dream stops. The day you realize who you are, and now you know that I'm that Atman. Now you know all this. You fall asleep. You know that Atman is going to move. I'm going to move. Come to here. The dream starts. But you know who you are. The dream stops. The dream does not continue because you're awake. Right? Lord Buddha never slept, right? Anand, his nephew, right? Asked him a question. But Anand was his son, I don't know. What is his nephew? What is his cousin? Right? He said, I'll only become a bhikkhu, a Himansu, with you, if you promise me one thing. Okay, whatever it is, I'll do it. I can watch all your actions, no matter where you are. Because in the toilet I can come, you can give me that figure. Okay. 24/7 you can do it and watch my every action. After 40 years of being with him, he says, when I ask you a question, yeah, you watch me for 40 years. You fall asleep in one pose. You never change. Whichever pose you take, you're in that pose forever. For sleep, you don't change. You go around in circles, right? You don't. Then Bhagavan says, this body is under my control. I am the control of this body. The finger cannot move without my knowledge. If I want to move it, the finger moves, otherwise the finger cannot move. I'm awake. I don't sleep. I go in yoga nidra. So when you become realized, now you're entering yoga nidra, where Atman is never asleep. He's never covered by the veil of Maya. Right? So now you see that I'm coming out, going through here. So it's a dream. It's a dream. I don't have anything to do with it. The dream stops. The movie stops. Goes into the heart in Sushupti. Awake in Sushupti also. Knows everything that is happening. Then you know the ability. Then you can tell me what happens in the deep sleep, 3 hours of deep sleep. And you can tell me exactly what is happening everywhere in the world. And you realize. Until then, if you don't have any knowledge of Sushupti, you cannot call yourself realized. If it means it's this kind of people are there. Those are the realized gurus that we're looking for. That is the one who can walk you out of here. Not the one who has no knowledge of that 3-4 hours. That person cannot walk you out because they haven't walked out of here. You have to find that kind of people. Just because you find hundreds and thousands of discourses on YouTube doesn't mean they're realized. Don't fall for it. Go find the guru for yourself. Right? So, in Sushupti, it's Hridayastha. Why is it Hridaya? Hridaya means it's the seat of the self. That's why it's called Hridaya. Chandogya Upanishad says, why is it called Hridaya? Because that is the seat of the self. Bhagavan and Atman both rest here. That's why it's called Hridaya. And then there is a fourth state, right? That we hear about. It's called the Turiya. We realize people are in Turiya state. They're looking at the body. They're not awake, dream, or deep sleep. They're beyond it. They're looking at it. That's the Turiya state. That's when the soul resides up here, in the Brahmaranda, right in the vortex, right where the sadhus or the pujaris keep the choti. All the Brahmins keep the choti. Right? Now, that is the that signifies, symbolizes Brahmaranda. From there you have to come out. If you want to reach that abode, Vaikuntha, this is where you have to come out. This is the nadi that you have to come out of. Brahmaranda. Otherwise, you cannot get there. Any other nadi doesn't lead there. From here, there is a connection all the way to Vaikuntha. This computer is currently connected with the wire. Right? That computer is not connected, the wire still has power. Right? You and I are wireless. We don't see the connection. Connection is here. Your position is tracked by the cell phone. The cell phone company knows where you are, even though there is no wires connecting. But the wireless device itself sends the message. We don't know where the abodes are because we are not realized. But he knows where we are. He has the control of everything. I know everybody. Once you came, that's what Bhagavad Gita says. Arjuna, I know everybody who has come here before. He's here. He's going to come in the future. I know each and every one of them. They're under my control. I control them. They're all wireless. So they think they're all independent. They don't see the connection. The realized people see that I'm connected to Bhagavan from here. I'm connected. 24/7 I'm connected. He's with me always. The day I reach that point, I don't have to go to Vaikuntha. He comes down in here. You see him right here. In this very life, you can see him. Just the way he is in Vaikuntha. His majesty, you can see him. For him to come down here, you gotta put in some real effort. It's not that cheap. So where does he reside? Right? The same thing from Swaminarayan Shikshapati.
Rustonu sukshmasjidrupo gnata vyapyakilam tanum gnana shaktya sthito jivo gneyo chetyadi lakshana.
So he resides in the heart. That is his seat. That's where he goes for rest. In Sushupti you'll find it in Hridaya. So science will say, okay, if the heart, Atman resides in Hridaya, right in the heart. Like you said, in Sushupti, we do cardiac transplant. Where does it go from? Right? We do cardiac, we cut everything. Put it on the stage. And we put somebody else. So does this Atma go there? If that Atma comes here, what happens to the Atma? This is what science is asking. So they don't know. There's one more seat of the soul that the scriptures mention. It's called the pineal gland. Only people in medicine will know. Pineal gland. It is called the talu pradesh. Not here. Here. This is called the talu. This signifies pineal gland is right underneath. So anytime there's a very critical condition happening to the body, the death can be very imminent. The Atman hides there. It is hiding in the most critical of the situations. If there's an accident, somebody goes in coma, Atman is sitting there. There's no awake dreams, deep state. sitting in there. The body lies as if it's dead. Everything recovers. And the body is again usable. Whatever way it can be, depending on the karma. Atman will come back. And somebody will listen for coma. They do heart transplant. Atman is dead. Everything goes well. There is no rejection of the transplant for them. Everything goes fine. It comes back. Starts functioning. This is what scriptures talk about. This is all available for experience. You have to put the effort in. You cannot, you have to take the word for it. Because whoever is writing this, telling this, sees it exactly like this. Just like the maps before. Somebody has done the GPS work and tracked every single street for you. You put in the address that I want to go there, they'll show you. Follow that. If you go somewhere else, then it will redirect you. Bhagavan does the same thing. That is what is called punerjana. It's redirecting yoga brashta. You wanted to go there, but something happened, you went somewhere else, then making yoga brashta, bringing back, redirect. Everything is there. Everything is mapped out, available for us. Because we want to get there. A true mumuksha will get. They'll become yoga, not an average person. The other ones will go through the 84 lakh, 8.4 million different life forms that are available. Go through that and go through your suffering and whatever happens. I don't care. If you are a mumuksha, you want to get out, I'll make you yoga brushed. I'll redirect you. Bring you back. Everything is mapped out.
शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशया क्षोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते ग्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः.
You see, Bhagavan Krishna using the same word with Brahma Sutra. Utkraman. Goes in and out. He knows it's atomic. He's telling you, embodied soul carries the mind and senses with it. When it leaves the old body, it leaves the old body. Comes out with Kraman. It has to go through all this. There are two channels that Bhagavad Gita talks about, right? One is the in chapter 8 it comes. One is a Shukla bhag, one is a dark, and one is the lighted path. Agni Jyoti, that is the Shukla, Krishna Shukla bhag. Both are Shashvat. They've always been there, always will be there. The path is different for every soul. The conditioned soul, not realized, will go through this. Carry the mind and the senses when it leaves the body and enters a new one. Using the sense and perception savors the objects. Does the same thing again. Well, it's the package. Could be any form, could be an end. But the package is there. The same senses are there. The ignorant do not perceive this. People who are not realized, they will not see this. This is available to see. For whom? The endeavoring transcendentalist who is situated in himself can see all of this. You can see sitting here, where so and so come. It's very hard to believe, right? How is this possible? Right? This is wrong. This is not there. Open Ashtavakra. Right? Ashtavakra Rishi in Janak Raja had a conversation. Right? And he's talking about all these things. This is what happens when he goes out and Janak Raja says, I don't believe all this. If it's that what you're saying, tell me about my wife, Sunaina. Who was Sunaina in previous life? Tell me. You can see everything, right? You are that realized person. And you talking about, I cannot see, but you can see, right? Tell me. Ashtavakra says, please do not answer, you won't like it. It's better not to know that. No, I want to know, just like the kid. I want it, I want it. He starts doing that, I want it. Okay, you want to know it? She was your mother. You just go enjoy your life with your mother. Go. Go to the bedroom, enjoy it. Huh? Janak is taken aback. What? With my mother? Yes. Right? So that's why you don't know where we came from. Who's who? That we live in this. The day we find out, we fall too late. You know? Very difficult to live. That's exactly what these verses are telling about. The realized people see everything clearly. That's why they don't fall for Maya. Because everything is available for them to enjoy. They have all the siddhis. They don't even have to go to work. They can just extend the arm and take everything that they want. Right? They're Siddha Purush. Right? They can hear everything. They can see everything. The walls don't matter to them. They can put their hand and get something from Brahmalok. Because they're Siddha Purush. Yet they don't fall for all of that. So the moment you fall for that,
Back inside.
you're back in the cycle. Done. It is available only to the ones who don't use it. Then you're fine. The day you use it, you're bound. Right? That's what the soul goes through all this. This is what is going to happen to us. If we are not realized, this is our destiny, that we'll go into another body, a new one, and we'll start enjoying using the same Shotra, Chakshus, Sparshanam, Rasanam, Granam, Yoga, the same 24 elements, same Indriya, same Antakaram, and start enjoying whatever comes there. Ignorant again, thinking this is me. Where am I? I'm happy. I'll be happy where I am. Okay, you can do it, that's fine. But the true knowledge is to get liberated and live like that. In this life, only human birth is possible. No other birth is possible to do it. Once you've given up this, forget about it. The wait period is extremely long. The Shastras Bhagavatam talks about it. What is the wait for that? One Brahma lives for 311 trillion years. Right? 35 million Brahmas have to come and go before Atma, Jiva, that's the human. That's how long the wait is. If you want to wait, it is our choice. Do it now or wait that long. That day also, you'll have to look at this. This will be the path you have to follow. You want to follow it now or you want to wait for that longer period? 311 trillion multiplied by 35 million. That many years have to pass on this earth before you're going to come on this earth again as a human. And if you're lucky, you'll come to Ramchandra. Otherwise, you'll be somewhere else. Born as a Christian, one left to live, go back in the same world. You have to realize this, internalize this. No, then you realize the value of the human body. Why you have to do what we do? Why people give up house and become financiers? Why are they doing this? They're not crazy. They've seen it. They've seen the suffering. Dukkhalayam pasashvatam. They realize this is dukkhalayam pasashvatam. This is not my life. It's only suffering here. But we see sukh. Right? So what are the characteristics? Well, obviously jiva. You okay with time? You want to be enjoying it? Yeah. Then we can continue. If you have any questions, ask me. Because I'll keep going. It's still going to take at least an hour or more. Your patience will go on. So what are the characteristics of this Atman? It has to have some characteristics, right? It's different from Maya. It has its own characteristics. Even though we think, because of that veil of ignorance, that I am this, we're actually something different.
देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिः धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति.
We all know that I was a child and I'm this and I'm this and I'm getting old. I'm going to die. Right? Not realizing. I am the Dehi. Dehi is going through changes that the Dehi is going through, thinking that I am the Dehi. right? Dehino asmin yatha dehe. Deha is the kshetra, and dehino, dehi is the kshetra. Na? The changes are happening, but thinking that I am going through all these changes.
अविनाशि तु तद्विद्धि येन सर्वमिदं ततं विनाशमव्ययस्यास्य न कश्चित् कर्तुमर्हति.
The one that pervades this body is indestructible, unchangeable, is the same. Until you realize that, changes are happening. And that I'll be born as a child again, if I'm not realized in this lifetime. The same cycle will go on, right? That makes me this body. The body has 6 characteristics, and I'll go through those, thinking that I am that. Life and death and all that will go on. There's no end to it. Right? That's what it signifies. From here, Atman remains the same. Keep going. The cycle is infinite. Unending. Anadi. The whole system is anadi. It's unending. It keep going. Bhagavan is not in any rush for us to get there. We have to figure out that I'm in a rush to get there.
नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे वेदाविनाशिनं नित्यम्.
I tried to cut that thing, but I had so much hard time trying to get this one couple of the verses audio working out fine when I was cutting it. And when I play it, something else comes in there. So, Yamaraja is telling Nachiketa, that Atman is this, is never born, never dies, nor having once existed as it ever ceased to be, beginningless and endless. Is without birth, eternal, immortal, ageless. It is not destroyed when the body is destroyed. Right? Don't think that is your true self. That is your self. You thinking this body is you. So then you're going to die. You're going to burn. You're going to drown. All these things.
नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि.
I wasn't trying to get this verse, but it just, I don't know what this is. Says a person sheds worn out garments and gets new ones. Same thing at death. The soul just gives up his old clothes and gets new. So what is life and death? It's giving up the old ones and wearing up the new ones. What decides at what point am I going to cast off this clothes? It is called sanskara, the karma. When my sanskar, my karmas run out, I cannot stay in this body even for a second, even where I want to live. You don't have the money on your credit card. The credit is run out. That's it. You can go and stay in Trump Tower. You don't get your credit card. Yes. You reach the limit. And you cannot pay it. Same thing here. Your sanskaras run out. Give up this body. You cannot stay in it. Death has to come. Whether you like it or not. Realize people, for them it doesn't matter. I'm just changing clothes for them. They change clothes and come here to help others. They don't come here to enjoy the system. They will wear a new set of clothes just to help people like us, so that we have this knowledge. Otherwise, how are we going to get this knowledge? Right? A blind cannot lead a blind. We have to find that realized. That is deep lying thing that we have to do. But okay, I'm not dying with this body. Not like you, it never existed. You always did. You will not die. You will not be destroyed. I've been living like that. That is the question. Day-to-day life, you might taking the step thinking that I'm that indestructible. I'm not this body. You take a step, oh, there is a portal. All these people who are must in Bhagavan, they walk, they don't care. They don't, the body is just like an instrument. They're using it. They'll break up today or tomorrow. They don't care. More important is the connection with that higher supreme power that we got to work with. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, nachaina kleti pavaka, nashoshetu marika. We know all these slokas from Bhagavad Gita, now this is all from second chapter. We've all gone through this so many times. This is our characteristic, right? Not a single weapon can cut the soul. Fire cannot touch it. Water cannot wet it or drown it. Wind cannot touch it. Yet, when you're trying to get the vegetables ready, I cannot cut. Right? Knife just goes through here and I'm cut. Why? Because I'm thinking I'm just one. Doesn't mean that realized people don't get cuts or not. But their appreciation, their understanding is different. They don't think that I'm getting cut. The body got cut. That is the difference. The body is burning. I'm not burning. Yeah. That's what the difference is between the realized, right? And conditions. We think, oh, I'm suffering. There's so much suffering going on. There's no suffering to the realized people. It's in the body is supposed to get this. That is the destiny. If not today, tomorrow. This is the destiny. If I don't cut it, somebody else will.
So in your example, if it's a realized person, realizing this it's just my body, do they feel the pain?
The pain is felt, yes. But that pain does not affect like you and I. Our pain goes deeper. That something has happened to me. Something has happened to me is what the feeling is. There, with the realized person, okay. It's a cut, it's a cut. You won't even know that they feel pain. Even though there might be pain, they're at a level that for them there is no pain. So there was a seeker from Iraq, Mansoor. He came to India. That's why he tells this story. He came to India realizing that India has this vast knowledge of Brahmaji and Maya, and I want to get liberated from this knowledge. So he comes and he goes to a guru, and he's realized. Analhak, aham brahmasmi, aham brahmasmi. You realize I'm that Brahman, I'm that infinite, I can connect. I see it. I see that God, this is not me. He goes to Iraq, goes to his guru. He says, Analhak. The guru knows that this guy is now realized. Otherwise, you cannot say this. He says, don't say this out in the open. Because in our belief system, we cannot become Bhagavan. Bhagavan is not a person. He never comes here. So if you say I'm that Bhagavan, then you are kafir. So they'll kill you. Please don't. But he says, I'm in that state. I cannot stop from saying this. Right? So eventually he got imprisoned by the king or whoever. And they decided that he needs to be killed. So to show everybody else that this cannot be right, Analhak is not correct, to put him on this hanging bar or something like that, whatever it is that you hang somebody. Right? They tied his hands, and the Jallar cut his hand off. Nothing happened. Analhak, and he took the blood out of there, and then they do certain prayer called Vaju. You cannot do it with blood. They did it with blood. So they got more angry, cut his other arm. He said, Analhak, nothing is happening to me. Look at me. I'm not this body. Look at everybody. I want to tell you that you are not the body. See, nothing happens to me. Both the arms are cut both the legs. Analhak, and then you can't cut it off. Showing people that this is possible. What you're getting, what these people are feeding you is nonsense. Real knowledge is something else. And I realized. But you want to cut it, you want to cut it, that's fine. You cannot cut me. This is all real life stories that happen, right? That's what it is. But we thinking that I'm this body, now all these things are going to affect me. Otherwise, I am that Achetiyam, Aitayam, Ashoshyam, Sarvagata, I can do anything. Nityam, everlasting. invisible, inconceivable, unchangeable, primordial, Sanatan, unalterable, immutable. All these labels apply to me, and all these labels apply to Bhagavan. Exactly the same thing.
न नरेण वरेण प्रोक्त एष सुविज्ञेयो बहुधा चिन्त्यमान अनन्य प्रोक्ते गतिरत्र नास्ति अणीयान् प्रतर्क्यमणुप्रमाणात्.
Cannot be explained easily. What it says, that what he says. Right? Yamaraja says this cannot be explained easily, it cannot be known. It has to be taught by a realized person. I think that the inferior person cannot, with inferior intellect, cannot give you the real form of the Atma. It has to come from a realized soul. That's how you learn. That's how you get the knowledge. And once you reach that point, there's no travel. You're there. You know?
नैषा तर्केण मतिरापलेया प्रोक्तान्येनैव सुज्ञानाय प्रेष्ठ यां त्वमापः सत्यधृतिर्वतासि त्वादृङ्गो भूयान्नचिकेतः पृष्टा.
Logic cannot take it away. Naisa tarkena. You cannot make your way to this point. Doesn't work. No way you can get there. Mere reasoning cannot get you there. You know. Sound knowledge only comes when it's taught by somebody who is. Then only you can get it. Find that realized person. Because all the scriptures are available. All this knowledge is available. But only when it is imparted to a realized person. Anybody inferior than that cannot give you the truth. Right? So as a human, as a seeker, my job is to find that realized person who can do. And then do what they tell me to do. Surrender unto them, and then they'll take me to Bhagavan. Show me how to surrender to Bhagavan. I don't know how to surrender to Bhagavan. If I can surrender to that realized Guru, now I'm ready and I can surrender to Bhagavan. Otherwise, I can surrender here. It's difficult.
पराञ्चिखानि व्यक्तुनस्वयम्भू तस्मात् परां पश्यति नान्तरात्मन् कश्चिद्धीरः प्रत्यगात्मानमैक्षत् आवृत्तचक्षुरमृतत्वमिच्छन्.
The Lord who made this has designed the system. All this in Bahaya Drishti, the systems inside. Everybody comes with that Bahaya Drishti. Parantikani, looks out, just like a torch, shines the light on the objects. Cannot shine the light on the sun. That is the basic makeup. This is how we are all same. Yet, that is not the reality. Reality is something different. What is the reality? Therefore, one sees outside, not the Atman within. Some intelligent man, Kaschidadhira. You have to have that dhira, dhruti. That is what it is called in Bhagavad Gita. Dhruti sa partha satviti. That Kaschidadhira, you have to have that patience. Patience, my son. See this. And then it will say the Pratyagatma. Pratyagatma. There are two situations. One is Paragatma, one is Pratyagatma. Parag is the outside looking. Pratyag is inside looking. These are the two states of Atman. When the Atman looks out, it's called Parag. When the Atman looks inside, it's called Pratyag. Looking at its own self. Right? So that's what is Pratyagatma. Then, with the senses turned away from all the objects, turned away from that, meaning this light that was shining the objects is now shining inside, looking inwards. But only somebody Kashtidathira can do that. Everybody is equipped to be a Dhira. You just have to make that. That's all. It's not like somebody else, they're talking about some one out of million. No, everybody can do this. You just have to put in the effort. You know, that person will get there and you'll see the Atman within. Now you'll see the Atman within. Right? Atman can never be seen. Subject can never become object. Here he says subject can also be seen. This is totally contradictory. Subject can be seen. That's is what is called Niravana Drashti. That everything is seen. We are that Satchidanand. Sat will always be there. Past, present, future will be there. Chit, it is that knowledge that is those that is the eye. It shows us everything. Now all these are darshan shastras. The darshan means something that is seen, that can be seen. We're talking about that. Everything is seen, including Bhagavan, can give it his form to us. If we do the right kind of exercises, right kind of particular path we take, that it is in his eyes appropriate, eligible, will show his form to you. Shurasya Dhara, right? So look at this. This is Adhyatma. This is what we call, right? Uttishta Jagrata Prapya Varan Nibodhita. Uttishta Jagrata Prapya Varan Nibodhita. Find out that Varan person who is realized, who knows this inside out for himself and who can impart that knowledge. Not everybody can impart. You can know, but you cannot teach somebody. Not necessarily everybody can be a teacher. Find that kind of one. So Uttisht, and then wake up. Get out of this night. Jagat Rupi Ratri. Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam Tasyam Jagati Sanyam. That's what it is talking about. Yes. This night, wake up. Or not wake up, just get up and run. Run and then wake up. Normally we wake up, open our eyes and then run. Upanishad is talking about first run and then wake up. Just run away from here and then wake up. Shurasya Dhara. Very, very difficult path to walk. It's like the razor says, you'll be hurt. Be prepared for that. Not an easy path. It's not less like walking on the floor. You'll be hurt. There'll be times it'll be difficult, but you'll get it. Encourage people to say, yes, it can be done. Somebody has done it, so it can be done. You want to continue? It's 7 o'clock. Still, we still haven't finished Jiva. We still have Brahman. We still have to go through the sadhana, and then we have to go to Advaita. So we can finish the Jiva part, and then from next time onward, we'll start with Brahma. So this is what it is. You'll hear about all these examples in the teachings, but what does it really mean? We have to become what is called Kaschidhat Veera, to turn that light in us. That's what we have to do. This is the last slide. After this, we'll have Brahma. So,
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवद् वदति तथैव चान्यः आश्चर्यवच्चैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्.
Some can see, oh, it's amazing, but they cannot show it to anybody else. Ashcharyavat pashyati kaschin. There are some people who can see it for themselves, but they cannot show it to anybody else. Some describe it as amazing, but they haven't seen it. In this existence, Arjun, there are people who see it, but they cannot show it to anybody else. So they are enjoying it, but they cannot show it. There are people who talk about it, but they haven't seen it. And there are people, some hear is amazing, some hear, that's about it. They don't do anything beyond it. It's amazing. So it's such a good time. And then they don't do anything. You come to Satsang, there's no exercise on their own part. They hear, while some others, even on hearing, cannot understand. Do all this, they cannot even understand what they were talking about here. They hear it, but they cannot not anything out of it. For them, it makes no sense. It's amazing. This is our condition. This is what the conditioned souls are going through.
नायमात्मा प्रवचनेन लभ्यो न मेधया न बहुना श्रुतेन यमेवैष वृणुते तेन लभ्यस्येष आत्मा विवृणुते तनुं स्वाम्.
We start after this course. We say, okay, we're going to start reading Vedas and Upanishads. Now I know. Atman cannot be attained by the seeing, nor by intelligence. Cannot make your way through reasoning. Cannot make your way. Nor by much hearing. Always in satsang, always in mandir. If you're not doing the exercise you're supposed to do, you will not get there. But he whom the self chooses, he, that one soul, that this supreme power, Bhagavan chooses. Yame Vaishya Brahmate Tena Labhya. To him is Atman reveals his true nature. Atman can only be seen in this one way. There is no other way that one can see their own Atman. Only way
Paramatma shows it.
Only way to see your own Atma or Brahman is Paramatma shows you. Bhakti is the only way to get it. There is no other way. No other way out. That is what the Upanishad is saying. Mundak Upanishad is saying this. Yame Vaishya Brahmate. Kathopanishad, same verse. Both the Upanishad. Yame Vaishya Brahmate Tena Labhya. This is the one. If you want to remember one Shruti in life, if somebody said, remember one Shruti, this is the Shruti you want to remember. Yame Vaishya Brahmate Tena Labhya. You'll stop doing all the other exercises that are futile. Until you are the chosen one. So you have to become,
That's
that.
what it means. You have Vaishya.
Yame Vaishya Brahmate Tena Labhya is the
That
one,
means that you're the chosen one.
he whom the self chooses. That's what it means. He, self is Bhagavan. Upanishads talk about in English discourses and this and self. They're talking about Brahman, Bhagavan. So we take it as everything. But that's what it's talking about. He, whoever is selected by him, that is the one who is going to be able to see that. There's one shloka that you can remember an entire life will change. And you'll figure out a way to get there. Now, whatever way you want to become that chosen one, you see how to decide. How do I become that chosen one? What is required to become that chosen one that he will show me the Atman and himself? Because when Atman is available, he becomes available too. Because he's right there. He's sitting next to Atman. But when he's ready to show the Atman, that means he's ready to show himself. Bhagavad Gita, 11th chapter, read it when you go home. If I give you that vision, you'll see it. Otherwise you cannot. Then you'll see yourself, you'll see everybody, and you'll see me. Until then, boy, you cannot see anything. I have to show you. Otherwise you cannot get it. This is one Shruti. This is one. Take it to heart. Just memorize this. Then you remember. And please that for them. And figure out a way that he chooses me. It's not this. It's a marriage. It's a connection. Without marriage, you're not husband and wife. You have to connect. You can connect in whichever way. Bhakti has 5 dhras, not just prem, vatsalya, sakhya, dasya. Different paths to it. Madhurya Bhakti is there. We only hear about Madhurya Bhakti. But there's Vatsalya Bhakti, Yashoda Mata. Sakhya Bhakti, Rasatva Bhakti, Manumani, Uddhav, these are that's Bhakti. They have seen all this. They have achieved this. Bhakti has 5 dharas. They all get this point. Now, now that we know what Maya is, what Atman is, now it is taken for granted that after knowing all this, we have Vivek, Vairagya, Shata Sampatti and Mumukshatvam. Now we can get here. Only then these 4 prerequisites will be fulfilled. You've done enough effort. Now we have Vivek. We can discriminate what is real, what is unreal, Maya, and what is not Maya. Not attached to anything in this. And by knowing it, we are disconnecting, we are detaching from all this. Then, by hearing all the discourses from the realized person, or through other sources, scriptures, you have controlled your mind, your senses. Now you're inclined towards Bhagavan. You have come to a point where you can bear the suffering. You don't lose your path. Suffering is come, but I will continue my path. Yeah. Then you have the ability to constantly practice samadhana. And on top of that, now you have Shraddha. Everybody is born with Shraddha, but Shraddha has to be cultivated. Bhagavad Gita in 17th chapter says, Shraddha Praya Vibhagya, that's what it says. Right? 3 types of Shraddha, Tamasic, Atsik and Sattvic. Everybody is born with Shraddha, but Arjun, only Sattvic Shraddha will reach you. So, by doing all these exercises, you have cultivated your Shraddha into being a Sattvic Shraddha. So now you are ready because your intense desire to be free, that Mumukshatvam is there. Now you can talk about Atharva, now you can talk about Bhagavan. So when you go to realize Guru, he doesn't start talking about Bhagavan right away. You go through 10 years, 15 years, cleanship. You think, I came here for Bhagavan, this, doing all this. I'm tired. You're cleansing. You reach a point when the Guru realizes he's there. Now we talk about Bhagavan. Now, the moment he starts talking, lights start and boom, boom. That's what happens. We'll start hearing next time. That's not what we're sitting ourselves. Thank you. Any questions? Good.
Lot of questions and confusion. Yeah.
Obviously, so much material.
Yeah,
so many verses. It's a different way of looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm showing a different way. It's all there, but
I was just thinking you will probably be talking in terms of karma yoga also anywhere like the karmas, because one thought was coming when you were talking about the kalpas, because I keep struggling what karmas will be bringing us back and all. So when the kalpa is gone, like whatever the time is,
Kalpakshayanti.
when the new kalpa starts, I'm just trying to do a mental exercise. What happens to the karmas? Like, is it like completely new slate? I mean, I hope you would.
No, it's not a new slate.
It is not a new slate?
Mm-hmm. Until you are liberated, the slate does not get like that. So what happens is, we are here. The karmas, I die, all the karmas go with me. Now what is pralay? The entire system is dying, right? Essentially, for a person who's dying, the whole thing is just crashing, right? It's just going nuts. Pralay is happening. So every conditioned soul has what is called karma sharira, right? It's the causal body. That's where all the karmas reside. And that is the Maya center. That's where all the vasanas, karmas are there. Where ignorance is sitting. Right? And that goes with you. And it is sukshma. In pralay also it is not destroyed. Karan sharir is anadi. Karan sharir is anadi. Sthul sharir is not enough. This body is not enough. It will be destroyed. Sukshma sharir will go with you into the next body to turn into a sthul body. Another thing. But when pralay happens, those sukshma senses are gone. But they all are become unmanifest and go back into karma and sit with the karmas. And karmas go with the Atman. And the Atman is now into Maya. because it's conditioned. So wherever Maya goes, that's where all these conditions souls go. So when new culp happens, when the whole system starts, the same batch comes out with the same karan sari, same karmas. Exercise starts again until the culp ends. If you haven't done it, the whole thing starts again.
So, Bharati, are we talking about an individual's point of view, or are we talking about basically the whole universe point of view?
The whole system is designed like that. In this system, there's only three entities: Maya, Jeev, and Brahman. Which is everything is here.
True, but actually,
And this is what we have to do. I have to do that exercise and turn this into now. This particular, the day I'm realized here, the whole thing, what we see here is different. You see everything that is out there that you read in scriptures is available to see, just like you are seeing.
True, but see, your salvation, because you already have learned all this, your salvation probably is much closer than a person like me who probably did not do anything, right?
No.
So,
It is not like that. It is not like that.
all of us are going together.
No. Everybody will be liberated individually.
Right.
No matter where you are, but it depends on the effort that you put in. I want to go from here, I want to go to Syracuse, right? Then I'm going to walk. Everybody's walking. There's no car. Everybody's walking. I want to get to Syracuse. Syracuse is 70 miles. I can take one step
Right.
today, and I'm done. I'm going to Syracuse, but I've taken only one step, and somebody else is taking 100 steps or walks 5 miles a day. It's closer. You will have to walk the same distance, but you got to figure out how to catch up with that.
True. So now, if we are talking about from a context of reset or pralayam, right? Are we talking about from my point of view or your point of view, or are we talking about a universe point of view?
It remains the same. Whatever is right now, when you come back, it will be the exact same. The point of view doesn't change. The point of view doesn't change. It always remains the same.
The destiny remains the same.
It remains the same. The God is focused on you. That is what you got to learn from me. God, Bhagavan, is with you and is focused only on you. That slide went, you saw that, right?
Right.
Abhishakchiti, the two birds. Vasupurna Sayuja Sakhaya. He is here with you. He's only watching you. He doesn't care about anybody else. In there, he only cares about him. What he's doing. You realize you're out. Now you will get his powers. You want to help others? He'll say, okay, go, help everybody else. He's always, no matter where you are, whether you're an ant or a human, he's always looking at you. He's only worried about you. He can dissolve the entire universe if you are ready to liberate this. He doesn't care anymore. He'll figure it out how to get these people out. You are ready, I can drown the entire existence. Yeah? There's a story. A little bird decided, went up to the tip of the Himalayas, it's telling Shruti this. Sat on the tip of the Himalayas, said, I will drink water only God brings water to me here. I'm not going anywhere else to drink water. If he feeds me water here, I'll drink other than that. Right? You have to have that Kashchida Dhira, to sit there without water, in that cold and wind and all that, ready to suffer. If he feeds me, I'm here. The whole system started filling up with water. He doesn't care about who dies. It is all, the souls are indestructible. The things just keep coming on and on. In his point of view, this is merely a 1 second passing. Culp is just merely a second, not even a second, less than a second, a blink, not even a full blink, and the entire culp is gone. The whole system got drowned in the world. That's it. He'll do it. He's only worried about you. And you only. You straighten your life, everything else falls in place for you. All the pieces of the puzzle will fall in place. That one piece has to come in place. This piece of the puzzle is the one that is messed up. If I can fix this puzzle, we'll fix everything else. You take one step, you take 99 steps. He'll take care of everything else. just wants to see that you really want to get out of this thing. You have mumukshutvam, I'll take care of it. I will have a slide, we'll come there. What is the most, what we call elusive characteristic to get? Okay? So Shankaracharya has written in Vivekananda. Manushyattvam. There are so many other things. Human form is so rare. Obviously, we talked about 311 million multiplied. That's how rare the human form is. Okay, you got it. You got a male birth. You got a Brahmin. You got Veda. You did this. You this. Right? But even rarer than that is Manushyattvam. Humanity has to come to you. Otherwise, none of this is going to happen. If you don't have humanity, never get it.
Human form, that is.
Human form doesn't get it. What makes you human has to be there. That is called humanity. That is called Manushyattvam. That is even rarer. Rarer than that is Mumukshutvam. That is even rare. Even rarer than that is Satpurusha Samshaya. That realized Guru. Once you reach there, Bhagavan is only the arm's length. That is the last line of defense. Once you've done it, he is right there. He is the last line of defense for him. Satpurush. But he only takes that person. Yame Vaishyavamte Tena Ladhya. Only one who is really after this will reach that Satpurush. The Satpurush is only directed by Bhagavan. Hari Krupa jab hota hai, tab milate hai sant. That's what Ramayana says. Tulsidasi. When he is pleased with you, then only you will reach the sant. Otherwise, you can go looking for it on your own. You will not find it. Hari Krupa jab hota hai, tab milate hai sant. Hari Katha Ananta, right? All these chopas are there. That Hari has to be pleased. Then he'll take you, lead you. When the student is ready, the teacher is ready. That's what it means. Hari Krupa jab hota hai, tab milate hai sant. You have to be ready. You are the center of this universe for him. There's nobody else that is worried about. You change, you get on this path, he'll take you. You wait for everybody else to change, it will not happen. Right? That's what he's telling Arjuna in chapter 10. Yeah? In this mind, Arjuna. What is mind? I am that mind. Who is Arjuna in Pandava? I am Arjuna in Pandava. I am the Arjuna. If you read chapter 10, all these things are there. I am only worried about you. Everything is controlled by me. Just surrender unto me. Everything will happen. And I'll give you that vision. You'll see it. And it's not just mere imagination or hearsay. It's your personal experience. That's where we want to go. That's what is meant by Athata Brahma Jignasa. This has to be a personal experience. But if you don't have this four, which come from understanding of Maya and Jiva, because those two are connected. That is what Viveka is. You have to break the Atma and Maya separate. Split. You make a whole roti, right? You split the roti. Now when you put it in the gas, it fills up, becomes like nice tight. The air in there. Put it in. There are two layers. You have to do a process. You have to be on the burner. Right? That little seed of wheat has to come all the way to the fire, come on the burner, and those layers separate. But at that point, if you don't have, only if you are nirmani, if you have ego, man, I'm something, I've done something, air comes out. Done. You don't stay in that state. Air will come out. Right? That's what he does. He only eats ahankar. He doesn't eat anything else. You can feed him anything. It's all from this creation. Ahankar is your own food. That's what he's looking for. That you give up, then you are the chosen one. Yame Vaishya Bhamate Tena Ladhya. Give up your ego and he's here out there waiting for you. Everything else will follow. That's what it is. To go through the question that you asked, there'll be a way to use karma to get there. Bhakti is the only way to get to becoming the chosen one. But how to do that karma? To become that chosen one. We'll walk through that. But after we've done understanding what Brahma, what Bhagavan is, it's very limited understanding, right? So such limited time. We'll go through that. And then we'll see how to get to that point. And realize that Bhagavan. And for yourself, you'll see Bhagavan ready. Just like you're seeing out there, he's no different. Ramchandra is no different than where he's in Vaikuntha. It's just he's there. But our eyes are covered with night. So we see it as a statue. You know, it's like a game of statue. You played that game of statue, right? When you were a young statue.
Right.
You're still living your statue until you say a word that now you're out of it.
Right.
Then, so he's doing that, he's done that. You got to say that, okay, I'm giving up this. Okay, I'm ready. You walk up. You come out of it. He's waiting for us. That's what it is. It's achievable for anybody and everybody.
One last thing, maybe next time we can address. According to Advaita, Brahman and Jeev are the same, one and the one, and then there is no judgment. So it is hard for me to understand how my karmas are getting registered. So are we talking about individualized karmas,
That's what I'm
or
saying.
are we talking about collective karma?
So that's why we started this slide. How we define Brahma Chaitanya. Shankaracharya defined it one way. That is how we
So
started.
you were talking about then Vashishta Advaita?
Vishishta. It's the
Okay.
Bhakti Marg.
Okay,
The Bhakti Marg. If you mix Shankaracharya ji in here,
Yeah.
then your mind has that understanding.
Now
You're trying to achieve something else with a different understanding. Tattva is different. Sadhana is different. Moksha is defined by Tattva.
I understand.
So his definition of bhakti is Swasarupana Sandhanam. Something like that. Swasarupana Anusandhanam Bhakti Abhidhyate. Is to surrender unto you is bhakti. Right? In last Ramanujacharya and Madhavacharya and Ramanuja. Surrender unto him is bhakti. Different. It's different. From here to here. Advaita Vedanta says, I am Paramatma. I am God. Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi is different, but we take in that meaning. The meaning of Tattvamasi is very different than what is being taught. Aham Brahmasmi means something different. But we think I am that Brahman. Easy to take it, easy to, okay, now I can do anything, I don't have to worry about it. But if you are that Brahman, who are you worshipping? Is there a need to worship? Is there a karma? Does this whole thing matter? Does this exercise matter? Because I'm that Brahman. Right? But Shankaracharya is asked a question, okay, explain that. If there's only one Brahman, we are taking, no problem. But explain us what are the scriptures are talking about, what is Jiva? What is Maya? And you, then he comes up with Ishvara, right? Bhagavan did not create this, Ishvara created this. So who is Ishvara? Right? The Brahman that is conditioned by Maya is Ishvara. Brahman can be conditioned. On one side you say Brahman cannot be conditioned ever. Is that so? I am that Brahman. That cannot be conditioned. Yet he says that. That is Ishvara. What is Jiva? So the Brahman that is conditioned by avidya is Jiva. Okay. Use different words, saying the same thing. Right? Something that you cannot, which is infinite. Right? That cannot be cut. How can you ever? Can you ever? This is what the Acharyas are asking Shankaracharya. Please explain it. And he's not able to explain. That's why he comes up with all the different theories. You know, this is all pratibhasik, illusion. But there is Vyavharik Satya. But Paramarthik Satya is something different. But there is one. Then Mayavad. Maya does all. Even though Maya doesn't exist, Maya creates Jiva and Ishvara. But Maya is not there. This is just to explain. So we can understand. That's what Shankaracharya is. It's been pratibimba. It's like a dream. It's Parichedavad. So many Vadas in there. It's all coming from Buddhist teaching. Shankaracharya is a follower of Buddhism from his Tattva study. But what Shankaracharya has done for Sanatana Dharma, nobody has done. He himself is not both. He is a follower of Sanatana. All the mantras, all the hymns, all Bhad Govindam and like that. You know, all these sutras, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads that we are today using it as knowledge source, he brought it back into the general public for the ground. Everything was lost. Buddhism had kicked everything out. So part of him is taking Buddhism. But what is being taught and highlighted and stressed upon is that aspect of Shankaracharya. But they're forgetting the other aspect of what really Shankaracharya is. You have to understand Shankaracharya Divine. Who he is, to be able to understand his Tattva. But if you mix it, then you'll be always in blend. How can I put these things together? It doesn't make sense to me. But the Tattva is different. What we read is Advaita Vedanta from Shankaracharya and his followers' point of view. There is Shuddha Vedanta, there is Vishishta Vedanta. Right? Vedanta is one. It's just the way they explain this. Everybody else is Bhakti Margi. Everybody else will tell you surrender unto him. Except Shankara, surrender unto yourself. No, there is more than enough. So that's the understanding that we have to, look at it. This is just a pointer. I'm not saying that whatever your way of thinking, beliefs, change it. It just makes sense to you. I'm coming to this temple. I come here with Advaita Vedanta Tattva Jnana, and what I'm doing doesn't make sense. And until with that Tattva Jnana, I keep doing this, I'm not getting the results of it. Change. With that slight switch, that switch is, I am not that Brahman, I'm like Brahman, that's all. That's all you have to do. Brahman, he says, Aham Brahmasmi. Right? Jivo Brahmeva Natara. Everybody else says, Brahmaham Krishna Das. I am like Brahman, but I am Das of Krishna. That's all. That is the only switch you have to do in this understanding, and suddenly Bhakti becomes it. Until then, that Shankaracharya, this Tattva is always going to be in the way. I cannot come to terms with everything else. We'll start next time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was awesome.